Hi, this is 5 Minutes with Mary. Let's begin with the light of infinite being. Such a great way to start anything, to begin with a light. It lifts me out of immediate, well, not always, but it usually lifts me right out of whatever's going on in the mind in the moment. So let's ask the inner voice for God, what is the desire? What is most useful for us to look at for the healing of the mind and a service to the whole in this moment? And what that inner voice for God, Jesus, infinite light, has been bringing to my attention, especially the last few days, is how to discern between that voice that seems to immediately have an answer. I call it grease lightning. And the true voice of that inner wisdom, that inner connection with the light. And one of the things I'm being shown is that my mind is not only on autopilot, so it's shooting around, but also my mind is very quick with images without picturing. And if something comes up where there's some action that needs to be taken, or I've just been asked something, or maybe there's a quote unquote problem to be solved, some decision to be made, all these things that seem to come up in the mind, that my mind is like greased lightning. And it goes immediately into picturing. And so what's been happening is that this has been kind of slowing down to where I stop and I realize, oh, there goes my mind out picturing again, out picturing just like a movie right away about how I think things are going to go. And I'm making it all up in my mind. However, I'm noticing how much I rely, the Mary character has relied on that voice in the mind, all that image making going on, the out picturing, the movie making. And that if I'm not attentive, that kind of noise, that kind of preoccupation with images is going on all the time. So I've been asking Jesus, I've been asking the inner voice for wisdom about how to catch this and how to discern among these voices. And the first thing I've been noticing is that first I got to catch it because it's so automatic. Secondly, I've got to pause and say, okay, here I go. Here goes the mind. I'm going to pause for just a moment. And then kind of step back in the mind. Sometimes we use the phrase here about going with Jesus above the battlefield, and just stepping back in my mind and just noticing what's happening, what's taking place in my thoughts. And then asking, what is it I need to see here for the healing of my mind? or however that question might be phrased. What is it I need to see here, Jesus? What's most useful for healing the mind and a service to the whole? And when I do that, and just get quiet, okay, please. When I get quiet and do that, and I'm really sincerely asking, then sometimes there's just a yes or no answer, and that's all I need. And sometimes there's more of a message. But the key here is catching it, pausing, stepping back, and asking for guidance. And that's probably no huge newsflash to anyone. And we hear some of these basic key instructions over and over again, and yet putting them into practice, retraining the mind, or light training, is the name of the game, is what's absolutely necessary if we're going to continually be in connection with that inner voice for God. Thank you.